Hello students, welcome in GS Commerce College Wardha. I am Professor Shailesh Biseng. I am teaching to you Financial Accounting Part 2 for BCom second year third sem students. Today's topic is consignment, and now in consignment yesterday we have taken the information about what is the meaning of consignment. Now today this video is prepared for how to taking the information about how to keeping the financial record of the consignments transaction. Now in 11th class and first year we have taken the information about how to keeping the financial record of the business. But now in this chapter we have need to learn how to keeping the financial record of the transaction which are related to consignment. Now in consignment there are two main parties. First is consignor and second is consignee. We have taken information about that. Now who is consignor? Who send the goods. It's one businessman, it's a principal. He send the goods to consignee. And consignee, it's one agent, it's a professional person. Its profession is that to sell the goods on commission basis. It's the second party. First is consignor who send the goods, it's businessman, and second party is consignee. Now in this video we will learn about how to keeping the financial record of the transaction which are related to consignment. Okay, and which accounts are prepared for keeping the financial record of the consignment transaction. The financial record in the book of consignor and in the book of consignee. Normally for keeping the financial record we have need two main books. One journal book and other ledger book. Journal book where we passing the journal entries, and ledger book where we preparing the accounts. All accounts are appeared in the ledger book and all transactions are recorded in journal book. So consignor keeping the journal book and ledger book. All the accounts which are related to its business are appeared in the ledger book, and all the entries of all transactions are appeared in the journal book of consignor. But now in this chapter we have need to just show the journal entries which are related to consignments transaction, and now in ledger book we have just show the accounts which are related to the consignments. There is no requirement to show all accounts because we can't show all accounts in the ledger book because we don't have total information about all transactions. So we prepare it and we show just these accounts which are related to consignment. Okay, normally the several accounts are prepared for keeping the financial record of all business. Understand? It means in this chapter we just focus on the transactions which are related to the consignment. For that, it's consignor prepare one account. It's known as consignment account. Consignment account. Okay. The main account, compulsory account which is maintained by the consignor is consignment account. We are taking the information about consignment account. Consignment account is prepared by consignor for keeping the financial record of all these transactions which are related to consignment. Like all the expenses of consignment are recorded at the debit side of consignment account, and all the incomes which got from consignment are recorded at the credit side of consignment account. Particulars: debit amount. Particulars: credit amount. This is the first compulsory account. You can also give the dates column. Normally, dates column is given in the ledger account. But now in example, they just giving the information. They can't give the information and date wise, so we don't prepare the date column. But if you have need, you can prepare the date column. Okay. The normal format of consignment account is that particular debit amount, particular credit amount. All the expenses which are related to consignment are recorded at the debit side of consignment account, and all the incomes of consignment are recorded at the credit side of consignment account. So it's the first account which is prepared by consignor. Second, consignee's account. Consignee's account maintained by the consignor, because now in consignment there are several transactions are done with the consignee. So how much amount we have due from consignee, and how much amount spent by consignee for selling the goods. All these transactions are recorded in consignee's account. So consignor prepares second account is that consignee's account, and as in the view of example, it's a second compulsory account which is prepared by consignor. Third one is goods sent on consignment account. Goods sent on consignment account. Okay, but consignment account and consignee's account are the most important accounts. All accounts which are related to consignments are prepared in the books of consignor. But two main accounts which are required for keeping the financial record of consignment transaction. First one is consignment account and second one is consignee's account. Consignee also prepare the accounts for keeping the transactions which are done by itself. First one is that consignor's account. Goods sent on consignment account, there are no more transactions are recorded in this account, so it's not a much important account, but it's a one compulsory account, because now in every consignment they have need to send the goods to consignee, and all goods which sent to consignee are recorded in the goods sent on consignment account. The important account is consignment and consignee's account. Okay. Two main accounts which maintained by consignor for the recorded transactions of consignment. First one is consignment account and another one is consignee's account. And consignee keeping the records in consignor's account, debit amount, particulars, credit amount. Okay. He can also prepare the other accounts, but which are not more important, so we just focus on the compulsory account. And normally in examination they asking prepare the consignee's account in the book, consignor's account in the books of consignee. Okay. Consignor maintain consignment account, consignee's account, and consignee maintain consignor's account only. Okay. At the debit side of the consignor account, he write all the amount paid or spent for behalf of consignor. All the amount which paid or spent by consignee behalf of the consignor, all recorded at the debit side of the consignor's account, and at the credit side all amount due to consignor. It means when amount due to consignor, write at the credit side of the consignor account, and the amount paid, like any expenses paid by consignee, it's written at the debit side of the consignor account. Okay, these are the main accounts which are related and maintained by consignor and consignee. Now, how they keeping the record, how they recorded the transactions in these accounts, we see now. The first transaction related to consignment is that consignor sent the goods to consignee. It's a compulsory transaction, and without the transaction no any consignment it's made. So now in every example it's a compulsory, and first transaction is that consignor sent the goods to consignee. This is consignment's first transaction, and now we see how to keeping the financial record of this transaction. Consignor sent the goods to consignee, so it's the consignment's first expenses. So it's a recorded at the debit side of the consignment account. Consignor sent the goods to consignee. It's the main important and main expenses of consignment account. And now I'll tell you all the expenses which are related to consignment, all recorded at the debit side of consignment account, all expenses. And consignor sent the goods to consignee, it's the most important expenses of consignment, and all consignment expenses are recorded at the debit side. So goods sent to consignee, it's recorded at the debit side of the consignment account. The journal entry for this transaction is that consignment account debit and goods sent on consignment account credit. I just tell you the journal entries orally basis. You can write the journal entries, basic journal entries in the books of consignor as well as in the books of consignee in your books. First transaction, consignor sent the goods to consignee. The journal entry of this transaction in the book of consignor is that consignment account debit and goods sent on consignment account credit. Okay, once again, consignment account debit and goods sent on consignment account credit. This entry transfer posted in the consignment account. Consignment account debit, so it's right at the debit side of consignment account. To goods sent on consignment account. Now in journal entry, consignment account debited, so write the debit side of the consignment account by the name of credited account. There is goods sent on consignment account is credit, so write at the debit side of consignment account by the name of goods sent on consignment account. The price of goods sent, and it's right at the credit side of goods sent on consignment account by the name of consignment. Now all the information about how to keeping the financial record, how the basic journal entries passed by consignor and consignee, I will giving the total information about that in my next lecture. Today's my purpose is that I just want give the information about which accounts are maintained by consignor and which accounts are maintained by consignee. Give the just idea of that. Give the other information in next lecture. Just this transaction, consignor sent the goods to consignee, consignee never pass the journal entry of that, because it's not purchase the goods, it's just taking the possession of goods. So it cannot pass the journal entry when it get goods from the consignor. Clear that? Consignor send the goods at the time it passing the journal entry, but when it go take the possession of goods, it never passing the journal entry. All the other information and how to record the transactions, I will provide this information in my tomorrow's lecture. Thank you so much.